Peace and greetings. It's Osunfemi. You watching All in the Cards or listening to All in the Cards, and we talking about this beautiful change of energy, aka the Eight of Diamonds. So we're gonna hop right into it because I got a lot of cards on the table. And yeah, we're gonna hop right into it. So the Eight of Diamonds is a powerful source of energy. Okay, I'm still working on this setup, guys. So mind the lighting. But it's a powerful source of energy that sits right in the crown line. It is also called the sun position. And for those who love tarot, this is something like the sun card, right? It's full of joy and happiness and positivity and pleasure and all the things, vitality, childlike energy, celebration, all the beautiful things, right? But it's also like the Eight of Pentacles in cardology as well. So for those who don't know, cardology is what I like to say the parent, or really what I like to say is tarot is the child of cardology. This is for the visual learners, and this was kind of the esoteric means when you just got eight diamonds on it and you got to figure it out, right? But it definitely represents uh solidness, right? But the eight is given this power source, right? So no matter what people think they're doing in the sky, right? Um, the sun gonna shine. It's going to do its thing. At times it's gonna break through the clouds and whatnot, but it's gonna shine, it's gonna do its thing. So this is an undeniable energy. This is a week that we all kind of get the opportunity to really understand the Eight of Diamonds. It's not every other year that you get to be in such a seated position. Well, I guess now that I'm saying it, it's like every year there's an Eight of Diamond week. But when you're actually in this position, right here at the top, in the middle, maybe about twice in your life, you get to have that type of spotlight. And other times you gotta, really cultivate and learn certain other energies. So let me not let me not get too off track now. And then there's some that don't even get there. We're not gonna go into those cards, but they're called fixed cards. There's some that don't even sit in that position. But it's a highly coveted position. It's a celebrity-like energy, for lack of a better term. It is an energy that will be highlighted. So this year on the United States spread, the Eight of Diamonds is sitting Saturn, Mercury. Wow, okay. I didn't look at this before I started, so this is very off the cuff. Like y'all know, that's how I roll a lot of the times. So Saturn is bringing in lessons and this crystallization energy, right? As well as communication. So it's ancestral communication, it's elder communicating with your elders. Um, so many thoughts popping off as I'm talking, but yeah, it is. I'm hearing AJ McQueen's song, Sit Yourself Down and Talk to God. You know what I mean? Talk to the elders. Talk to even your higher self, right? So this is when we are shining this week. That's the energy that we can hope to embody is to be full of warmth and vitality, power, strength. There's so many other words and phrases I could say about the Eight of Diamonds, but this is not class. This is an overview of the week. August 18th to August 24th, 2025. But if you happen to catch this at a different time, that's okay too. That means you're attracting Eight of Diamonds energy. And we're going to talk about all the cards that are within the Eight of Diamonds. So you will actually get a better understanding if you know how to put everything together. And I'm sure you do, because you wouldn't have found me if you did. And on a side note, I just want to invite folks, women in particular, who are going to be in Oakland, California, or in the Bay Area, September 21st. That is the equinox, autumn equinox, fall equinox. We are doing another wash and dry. I welcome you. DM me, PM me, message me, however. Or you can go to warriorwoman.shop and look through my events and workshops and things. It's a 4-hour kind of day retreat. We're going to be cleansing in various ways. We're going to be releasing in various ways. We're going to be dancing. We're going to be partaking and preparing for the next season, essentially, right? As we should. So I welcome you to that. All right. Before we move on to the mercurial energy, the message for the overall week is there's a hidden path. There's a hidden path. Remember, things don't always appear as they seem. Ooh, I just wrote this yesterday. When you manifest your heart's desires, they are instantly answered in the faster vibration of the spiritual realm almost instantly. Being in the slower vibration of the physical dimension, it takes time to gather all the materials necessary to bring your dreams into fruition, aka Saturn and Mercury, where the Eight of Diamonds is sitting on a US spread this year. Just said that. You tend to give up on your dreams before they have a chance to materialize. So it's saying use this 8 power to really push through. Don't give up. That's what 8s are really great for. Don't give up. Okay. There's a hidden path. It's hidden for a reason. All right. So for the mercurial energy, this is for my Geminis, my Virgos. This is for the ways in which people will be communicating this week. This is for how your children might be acting this week. This is for how your mind might be operating and processing this week, right? And for that, we have the mighty, mighty King of Spades. And the King of Spades is one of those cards that will never sit in the sun position. And it sits in the crown line, so it's at the top. It is a regarded card and position. It is the God card of the deck. So it's super powerful. And for those, again, I'm going to go through the tarot. This is energy like the King of Wands. King of Wands esque-ish. Natural leader, visionary, entrepreneur, big picture, really big picture energy because it's the God card. Overcoming challenges, mature, career focused. I also want to just add nature to the King of Spades energy. But it's also very similar to the Emperor. The Emperor is over the kings in tarot, but in cardology, I hope I'm not losing y'all. I hope this is explaining well and not losing anyone. But in cardology, the King of Spades, any of the spades, is embodying all the other suits as well as this one. So it's all encompassing. So that's why it's the King of Wands and the Emperor, right? The father figure, protection, the mighty heralding energy of the deck. And so we can find that there is great leadership that is involved in the King of Spades. Taking leadership, being offering directives, not even offering, giving directives, being the director, really shifting and moving the pieces around you, but allowing the other pieces around you to move. Like if you think about it in terms of chess as well, right? Like the king is just, king got his cane and he taking his step like, you know. And everybody else is like, ooh, 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 let me protect, let me provide, let me guard, let me, do all the other things. So, it's a really regal energy. So that is how folks can be communicating and talking. Um, so on and so forth. But also for expect powerful connections, right? Expect to be meeting with powerful people if you are mercurial covered, if you are mercurial driven, if you have a lot of Mercury in your chart, if you're a Gemini or Virgo, expect to be meeting. You're an important person this week. You're vital, right? This is the communication card. So your communication is vital. Hence why I'm doing this video and I ain't did it in I don't know how long. I was like, I was drawn to it. It wasn't like I gotta do it. I was just like, yes, I'm excited. So there's gonna be some powerful information in this manifestation of all in the cards here. And we're just gonna move on, so forth. So really take heed to that folks are going to be drawn to your communication style. So really be mindful of how you articulate, right? The card that I pulled for this just has some added extra energy sauce, right? Be authentic. Anything else is exhausting. Be authentic. Anything else is exhausting. I mean, could the King of Spades be anything else? It couldn't. It's a fixed energy. It doesn't even get to experience any other position on the spread. And by spread, I mean exactly what I showed you. This is a spread. It doesn't get to move and shift there. It moves and shifts everything around it. So we're forced to be authentic, and yeah, it's no other way. We learning that lesson this week in case we didn't know. It is being affirmed and confirmed. Now this little 5 keep moving. We got some 5s in the spread, so it's a lot of movement. Look, Momo, earring falling out. It's a lot of movement happening. Even there was some outside movement happening. Of course, but I could hear that car in particular. So yeah. All right, for the Venus card, the Venus energy is the 3 of Hearts. And this is governing your lifestyle. This is governing Tauruses. This is Libra. This is the things that we desire. This is pleasure. Okay. This is food and eating and balance and justice and doing the right thing and a little bit of people pleasing too. So be mindful of that. That's all encompassed in that energy. And the 3 of Hearts is giving expansion of the heart. I was about to meld some songs together that I don't think went together, but no, I guess it is. I got nothing but love for you, baby. Nothing but love for you, baby. Okay, that I meant to bring my water over here. And I forgot. But anyway, the Three of Hearts is an expansion of love. And, when you get to expanding, you can get a little overwhelmed sometimes. And this naturally says Mercury, Mercury. So it's not only having this expansive love, Mercury is also like, I'm over here, I'm over there, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, da da da, da da da, all these different things. And so it's everywhere. You having love everywhere and for everyone. So um embrace that, have fun with that because this is your energy this week as a Taurus or a Libra or whatever that is in your chart. You know how to apply it. So yeah, open your heart. Speak to my heart, Holy Spirit, blessings of love. All right, so in terms of tarot, the Three of Hearts is also like the Three of Cups, celebration, friendship, collaboration, creativity, all of the things. You see them raising their glasses. They celebrate. They got their garments on. They in the pumpkin patch, living life like it's popping right now. They got is that strawberries and pumpkins and oh, she got grapes in her hand like it's a party. It is a full on party. They got their goblets, they cheers in like so expect that in life. Live that type of lifestyle this week. Enjoy every moment you can. Like this incense that is like, I need to smoke just to be able to clear the space, but the smell of it is like really, it's doing some great things for my brain. So those things add to your lifestyle. Right? And expect those things to change and shift. Like I said, it's Mercury, Mercury. So it's going to be like, the smell of that, or, the smell of that. And, you know, um, going on to the next thing. Ooh, that looks beautiful. Oh my God, I feel so amazing. Just be fluid. Be fluid in that way. The cards that came up was speak up and speak out. Let your voice be heard loud and clear. And I just finished saying that this card naturally sits Mercury, Mercury. So that is all about communication. And we just talked about the Mercury card, the King of Spades. So this is for Venus ruled people as well. Your communication is necessary. Even the acknowledgement of the incense, it smells amazing. Brings more of that amazingness into your life. Okay. All right. And we also have a little bit of faith goes a long way. Remember that. No, it actually says that. Remember that. A little bit of faith goes a long way. All right. For the Mars card, this is our action. This is our work. This is our fight, our ambition, our fearlessness. This is people we may get in arguments with. People who may be combative. We're just a combative energy. What would the combative energy be around? It would be around Ace of Clubs stuff because that's the Mars card. And Ace of Clubs stuff is asking questions. So, could people get irritated by you asking questions this week? They very much could get irritated. Okay, because remember the week is ruled by the Eight of Diamonds. It's an eight. It can be a little bully sometimes, or a big bully, I should say, sometimes. So could they get irritated by your questions and your inquiries and your emails and your curiosity? Yes, it could happen. This is also the ruler of Aries and Scorpios, so y'all may get irritated by questions and things of the sort, but you can also be very inquisitive this week. The energy could go either way. So just be mindful of that. But also it's saying in your work, ask questions. It don't matter who get irritated. It don't matter. You need questions answered, ask your questions. You have a curious nature about you this week, and it is for a reason. It is for a particular purpose, okay, to guide you on this journey and to really tap into not only this week, but to flow into the next week on on the on the right continuum, in the continuum, so that you're in flow and you're not in stagnation. So don't fight against these energies. I mean, somebody may fight because it's the Mars card. May fight against it, but it's all good. This is also akin to the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords, handing you opportunities, coming through the clouds, right? Of mental clarity, of having a sharp mind, right? Breakthroughs. What does this say? Oh, pioneering, leading, alpha, dominance, ambitious, originality. Yeah, definitely originality for sure. All right. We're not doing major surgery. We're just going in a little bit. Going in a little bit. All right, and the cards that came out here were two. Command. Look how beautiful that is. Command. There we go. Command. Affirmations are a potent tool for enhancing your spiritual journey. Incorporate them in your daily activities. Your words are very powerful and can program your reality. God created the world by speaking it into existence. Learn to speak up for yourself. Know your words have power and use them wisely. Your voice matters. Remember, whatever you speak creates a spell that echoes in eternity. Choose your words wisely. Okay, it's all kind of wordplay. Obviously for the Mercurial card, the Mercury card, but for the Venus card as well. And now here for the Mars card. Words are very powerful, hence that King of Spades. They're very powerful this week. So yes, and the second card is ego. Be very mindful of the people and environment you surround yourself with. This is for the Mars energy. It looks real Mars, right? Can you see it? Can you see it? It looks real Mars. It is a lower level. If it is of lower level, it is guaranteed that they will sabotage your journey to self-actualization. You will be trapped in lower frequency of communication. There it is again. Nutrition, addictions, habits, and self-identity. It will be subtle and quite elegant, as you will never know until it is your time to escape. Ooh, dang. Ooh, okay. Aries and Scorpios message. Plenty of messages. For the Jupiter energy, Jupiter is about the expansion. It is about higher levels of education and philosophy and deeper and greater and more profound understanding and overstanding. It's for our college students, right? And for that energy, we have the very intuitive Queen of Clubs. Super intuitive, mother to the world. And this is also Sagittarius is Jupiter is ruling Sagittarius in terms of cardology. So if you're a Sagittarius or if you're a Queen of Clubs or wherever Jupiter is in your chart, you can be experiencing some very intuitive moments as you are on your explorative journey this week. Definitely follow your intuitive prowess. 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 Yes. So if you feel guided to go somewhere, go there. Journey there. Um, take that adventure because there's something there for you to learn either about your intuition or about yourself or about the world in general that will really take you to higher levels, like deeper understanding of what this journey is all about. So take heed to that. This is also kin to the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords energy, um, giving, what did it say? Unbiased judgment, independent, clear boundaries, direct communication, clear minded, and perceptive. She's also very intuitive. And I'm reading these just so I can stay on track, y'all. I don't want to make the video too long. So this great little PowerPoint. Because there's definitely all the visuals and so many other things, that we can go into with this card and this card. Um, and then we have three supplementals. So, we got to keep it moving. But 3 is the number of Jupiter. So Jupiter wants to keep it expansive. All right. This is how we are all expanding this week, as well as Sagittarius is. You'll see them very intuitively moving along in the world. And also, you must forgive if you want to be free. Do it for yourself. Stop trying to carry the world on your shoulders. Ooh, okay. You have such a bright light inside. Stop dimming it. I feel like this is really for you, Sagittarius. You must forgive if you want to be free. Do it for yourself. Stop trying to carry the world on your shoulders. You have such a bright light inside. Stop dimming it. That's powerful. The Saturn card. Saturn, and in terms of cardology, this is governing Capricorns. This is our institutions, the government. This is also giving, again, that elder energy, that ancestral energy, that ancestral promise type of energy, the work that must be done, the strife that must be conquered in order to push through into your greatness, the lessons that must be learned in order for you to really thrive this week. Just this week. That's all. It's the 10 of spades. The 10 of spades. For 10 of spades people, you sit in Saturn this week. And for Capricorns, you embodying that 10 of spades. Now, Capricorns, y'all already got a tendency, an inclination, a disposition of this here 10 of spades, which is working really hard, right? You got so many things on the stove that one is calling over here, one is calling over there. So there's a lot of interruption and disruption, but it's a lot of work being done. Busy, busy, busy. Right. This is gonna be a busy week. I already feel that. Yeah, I already feel that. It's a busy week. And it's akin to, look at that, 10 of Wands. Look at them carrying all that work. Got that work, 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 work. That heavy load. Burdensome, right? Burden, extra responsibility, hard work. but it's also completion. So it is very much also completion for the Ten of Spades as well. It is a hard-earned completion and success. Um, but your supplement is stop giving away your power right now. That's what it say, right now. Stop giving away your power right now, okay? Um, who you doing this work for? Is it for you? I hope it's for you. Is it for your kids? Is it for your community? Even if it is for your community, like what is this work and who are you giving all this power away to? Like it needs to be in alignment with your vision. It can't just be frivolous work. And I know Capricorns don't generally do that anyway, but you may have Capricorn in a particular place in your chart or your Saturn card in general, right? Or you a Ten of Spades. You just so used to work, you just trying to take on all the work. And it's like, no, don't take it on. Don't take it all on this week. Don't do it. Not this week. All right, moving right along. We got the Uranus card, the breakthrough. Okay. the the feminist, the revolutionary energy, right? Because after you got this Saturn box of sorts, slowness, you have this revolting, defying, but very unique and authentic, beautiful energy. And that energy is coming through as the Five of Clubs. The Five of Clubs. So we actually have a Five of Clubs day this week, which is Thursday. Um, Happy birthday to my loves, my daughter and my dear sister friend. Um, I'm not gonna bust her out because I don't know if she want everybody to know her birthday. But yes, Thursday is a Five of Clubs day, so we can expect some Uranus-like things on Thursday. In addition to really any other time Uranus wants to bust a move, it's gonna bust a move, right? So it's just gonna come in how it want, and how do it want. The Five of Clubs likes to do it like it like to spaz out a little bit. It like to get loud, generally, you can kind of see them reserved and just like, they can be very reserved. And then like when they build a rapport with you, they can be a little kiki-ish, you know. And if something is really just off, like it's gonna like really off, then you're gonna get that crash out. You'll get that crash out energy that the Five of Clubs can bring, or just kind of very, emotional. That speaking out energy. So we can expect some unexpectedness like that. Um, yeah. The tarot equivalent is the Five of Swords. Five of Swords. Look how everybody just you like, I won. I thought you wanted it. I thought you wanted this fight. I thought you wanted this go round. I thought you wanted this ching 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 ching. All right, everybody walking away like, man, we was just like trying to have a good time. What do you mean? What are you doing? Why why is it so serious? All right, so things could get serious real quick on that Five of Clubs day, or really whenever Uranus wants to. Um, but yeah, it can bring up some conflict, disagreements, competition, defeat, winning at all costs, sneakiness, bullies, theft, abusive relationships. That's interesting. Instability, exaggeration, freedom. I like that word. Freedom, loss, overexertion. These are kind of a lot of negatives that the tarot holds, the Five of Clubs goes way deeper into this sense of adventure and freedom. Um, so again, journey. Why? And use your intuition as you journey. That Jupiter card. Um, take that little trip across town. Have those little banterish conversations with random folks. You know, they're gonna come up. But keep your center. Keep your center. Let's see what the supplement is. The supplement is potential. And it's another 5. Okay. Potential. Ooh. It says Shango card. Okay. I'm in alignment this week because wow. So many of these things from yesterday. Anyway, I don't want to go too far off into my stuff. But yeah, Shango, we was in communication yesterday. Reconnect with your power source and use it to fulfill your heart's desires and not your egotistical desires and addictions. Always be the bigger person that sees the larger picture. Tame and master the fire within. Did I not just say that? That the Five of Swords was given this kind of I won energy, but the Five of Clubs is much more than that. And they do have this power to tame and master the fire within. Use your solar plexus fire to purify. You not only fuel you not only fuel your greed and vices, let it burn now so that you can transcend later. All right, we got a couple more cards to get through. Let's plow down. All right, Neptune. Neptune card here. We have the Three of Diamonds. Three of Diamonds is a Neptune card. This is the unseen energy of the week. So another three, another expansive portal of energy. This one is dealing with diamonds. The other one was dealing with the heart space, right? The heart chakra, if you will. This one is dealing with diamonds, which is keeping more grounded, earthly, kind of root chakra-ish, right? Um, excuse me. Yeah, the Three of Diamonds is very creative with their money, very creative with their wordplay. And that goes deeper into their spread, but we're not, you know, um, very intuitive, very ground breaking kind of energy. They have that Uranus access to them, Mercury, Uranus. So again, that wordplay, that uniqueness. Think hot Three of Diamonds out right now, La Russell. La Russell, hot Three of Diamonds. So you watch La Russell, you gonna learn about Three of Diamonds. An infamous Three of Diamond out right now. The president, DT, Mr. Trump. Another Three of Diamonds. You can see how creative they can be, right? But this is a Neptune card, so we can expect some. Neptune deals with illusion, deeply spiritual energy, um, imagination, fears, wanting to hide, going deep down in rabbit holes. So we can expect some of this kind of energy, unseen, you know, unseen energy in terms of creativity. Now, just because it can be, behind the veil of sorts. Doesn't mean that that veil doesn't open up, right? Doesn't mean it doesn't open up, especially to those who are very intuitive. You can catch glimpses of creativity. This is also ruling Pisces. My bad, y'all. Pisces for the three of diamonds. For the five of clubs, it is for Aquariuses and Leos. Got ahead of myself. Aquarius is in Leos at the five of clubs. Three of diamonds, Pisces, and wherever Pisces is in your chart, wherever Neptune is in your chart, you can be very creative. Financially, you can be dibbling and dabbling in many different things. We can learn how that can happen by watching the President of the United States. You get what I'm putting down. You picking up what I'm putting down. All right. This is akin to the, what is this? Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles in tarot. All right. Teamwork, collaboration, learning, implementation, and building something. You know, expression, expansion of ideas, growth, first stages of completion. Yeah. Having more than one hand in a pot, right? Divvying up. Your supplement card is so pretty. It's definitely giving creativity, energy. It is the card that says frequency. Is in the frequency. Ah, yes. Oh, and the motto is I sing in the frequency. I don't know all those words, but I love her. When the mallet strikes the bowl, we're talking about masculine and feminine energy. The result is a frequency. From this frequency, life is created. If you are in a high vibration environment, peace, healing, happiness, and prosperity are the results. If you are in a lower frequency environment, stress, fear, pain, struggle are the results. Be very mindful of the energy that has access to you and the person you share yourself with. I love that for the Three of Diamonds. Because it's in a frequency, because it's a Neptune card, okay? That's something you can't see. You can feel it, though. You can feel it, though. You can feel it. You can't necessarily see the creativity, but you can feel it. And then when you create something, it is seen. All right. The Pluto. We had Pluto? Yeah, we had Pluto. Let's get this. Let's go. The Pluto card. Before we get into the card, Pluto is ruling transformation, subconscious, unconscious, all those unconscious and subconscious things that are going on behind your wig cap, behind your skull cap, those things that you don't even know you're thinking. But that kind of rule, yeah, they gonna start showing themselves. And I'm gonna tell you why in a second. Um, Pluto is also ruling sex, other people's money and wealth, and sexual desires. This is also Scorpio energy, right? What else I want to say about Pluto? So many things to say, but transformation, subconscious, unconscious, uh, other people's money, inheritance, wealth, sex, deep desires. Oh, okay. Deep desires. All right. We still, yeah, we still recording. Okay, wonderful. I said all that's going to be revealing itself because we have here the mighty, mighty Ace of Spades. Now, the Ace of Spades is it's like that Phoenix rising. Let me turn it this way. Let's see it that way. This is a scarab, which is always about evolution, right? Evolution, transformation, those types of things. It's also, like I said, the Phoenix rising, um, coming from the depths, right? Burning in the fire. And the Ace of Spades is going to reveal, it's going to reveal it slowly, but as it reveals, it is going to bring about this ambitious energy. And you're going to use that ambitious energy to either to fight it, or you don't really want to fight Pluto though. But you can use it to fight what's coming forward for you, but you can also use it to grow, to evolve, right? So it's a lot of deep secrets because that Ace of Spades is deep secrets and Pluto is deep secrets. This combined, there's going to be a lot coming up for you for us, that do I really want to include myself in that? Anyway, it's going to be a lot that comes up. So, it's going to come up slow, but, we deal with it head on. And, we got a lot of pieces of advice too. So, but the mirror of that for the tarot is the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands, bringing in that newness, right? New project, inspiration, the urge to create, willpower, desire, power. That's the other word for Pluto, power. But it's also, again, like I said, it's a very Ace of Spade like energy. Potential, beginnings, new opportunities, and growth. These things are going to be coming up for us. These are the things that we need to step into and fully embody, fully accept, fully receive. That there's a lot of change and shift coming up. There's secrets about our inner selves that are coming up. There's secrets about other folks that's coming up. And the supplement. You are too amazing to follow everyone else. Forge your own path. Okay. Thank you. Remember that you can't change anyone but yourself. So again, them secrets is coming up. Those them deep unearthings of feeling and emotion in regards to you or somebody else or a situation. You can't change nobody. You can only change yourself. Emit that frequency. It's in the frequency. Right? Remember that it's okay to be happy. Really, it is. That's what it say. Really, it is. Okay. All right. So that's the challenge this week. The reward is the Seven of Hearts. The Seven of Hearts. And the companion to that is the Seven of Cups. All right. I'm going to just read from here to keep it going and flowing. Opportunities, wishful thinking, choices, illusion, searching for purpose, daydreaming. As things come up, you're going to have opportunities. Look at all these choices. Choices. You got a lot of choices there, a lot of options to choose from. What do you really want to embody? Who do you really want to be? Because Pluto is excavating. So now that it's excavated all these beautiful minerals and jewels out of you, okay, what's What's for the toss and what's for the keep? There was no additive to that, so no supplement. So we're just gonna move right along to this cosmic lesson. The biggest lesson of the week is last week. The seven of diamonds. The biggest lesson of this week is everything that happened last week. All right. I don't even want to go too deep into what the seven of diamonds is. The seven of diamonds sits Venus. Venus, it is a spiritual groundedness and connection and a bringer and attractor of the heavenly things to the earthly things. Meeting somewhere beautifully in the middle, it's all about attraction. So the biggest lesson is attraction, right? What you attracting, how you attracting, who you attracting, where you attracting, all the things, right? The sister is the seven of pentacles. Look at all that it's attracted. Look at all that work. It's like, yeah, I did all that. Now what am I do with it? I could give it to you about what you gonna do with it. I could give it to you. What? Yeah, long term view, hard work. Last week was hard work, perseverance, diligence, sustainable result, investment. Yeah, all of that. Yeah, regaining or losing control. Ooh, yeah, that's a biggie. That definitely taps in deeper into the seven of diamonds. We're gonna keep it moving now. The supplement is someone is in need of your love. Offer it to them. Remember, I said it sits Venus, Venus. Venus is about that love, that friendship, that kinship. All about attraction. All right. The moon. The moon. This is for Cancer. Cancer. My Cancers out there. This is for the emotional, the wheel of emotion that can be embodied this week. Everybody's going to be vibrating on this, not vibrating on, but have the ability to tap into the Five of Spades. Now, the Five of Spades is the card, the earthquake card, right? It says Venus, Mars, two different types of desires. It's man, it's woman, the combination of it. So it's a lot of creativity here. We could talk about dominance and so many things. We could talk about stalking and all the things, but in terms of the week, right? In terms of it being an Eight of Diamonds week, you could either really care or you could not care at all. You could be completely obsessed or just like, mm, and it may change from morning to night or day to day. Like you could be completely obsessed with something Monday, Tuesday, by Thursday. It's like, what was I thinking? Right? So really leave space for your emotions to emote. Okay. Let them, like the waves of the ocean, that emotion. It's going to be a lot of stuff floating through a lot of people, right? Hence, remember, it's going to be a lot of questions. People going to have curiosity. It's going to be over here. It's going to be over there. Da, da, da. It's going to be flowing. So everything that flows through mentally is not. It's just you're just experiencing. Doesn't mean you have to react. Although you might. I don't know. It's up to you. But it's an earthquake. It's a room shaker. It's a it's a twerk. It's a room shaker. It's the twerk bringer, the ground shaker. Um, So yeah, that's the emotions of the week. And its equivalent is the Five of Wands. Look at them tossing. No, let me not say that. That ain't what I'm trying to say. They I don't want to say that either. I keep wanting to say wood, but everything I'm coming up with is like we're gonna try to keep it for everyone. Um, they just out there playing. They out there, they shaking the earth, literally. Look at this tree, it's wood. You know what I mean? They playing. Some people might be serious, you know. Some people look a little serious. But anyway, competition, rivalry, conflict, disagreement, strife, tension. These fives, they be giving some kind of negatives with this tarot in terms of the descriptions on here. But yes, changes, freedom, some instability. That stuff is true. There's so much more though. But we're gonna keep it rolling. The supplement is you have the power to create the life you love. Remember that. So as you're out here shaking the world and experiencing all these emotions, you can choose which ones you want to experience further and more often. And you can just let the other ones just float, float on, float, float on. All right, the transformation here. The transformation. We got a lot of cards here. We're just gonna wrap it up right now. Transformation to this week is the Jack of Hearts. Sacrifice. Deals with sacrifice. It deals with children. It deals with uh, the church. It deals with the preachers, the teachers. It deals with the Christ like energy, the Christ consciousness. It deals also with uh, pleasures, strip clubs and strippers, and uh, what I heard in my mind was Claude, have mercy. Uh, oh gosh, I was thinking about Friday. Well, I wasn't thinking about him, but it popped in my mind. Lord know what I want. But anyway, yes, so many things that are the Jack of Hearts. Equivalent to the Knight of Cups, ready to take that action, right? Ready to take action. Um, he got his cup though. He looking to get his cup filled. He looking to get his cup filled. Creativity, romantic charm. But it's a jack though. It's a jack. So maybe a little romantic charm this week, but can you really take it that serious? We'll see. It's in the beginning stages. Imagination, beauty, knight in shining armor. I mean, how often do the knight in shining armor come in? Like, you got to be going through some shiznit for that to happen. So, following the heart, Prince Charming. They didn't say King Charming, they said Prince Charming. Okay, and proposals. Again, proposals is just the beginning. It's just the beginning. All right, the supplement is magic. Ooh, we just talked about Christ consciousness, and that's what this is giving. Look at that. Magic. The forgotten symbol of love and magic. Ooh, Jack of Hearts, love. When we are balanced in our femininity, receiving energy, and our masculine energy, giving out energy, we create an environment that is conducive towards manifestation in the vibration of our higher selves. No one to speak, no one to listen, no one to sit, no one to move. Listen to your heart, for it will guide you and never leave you astray. Mm, magic. protection, protection, physical and metaphysical protection, while promoting spiritual growth and well-being. The hand gesture symbolizes when you want someone to stop and go no further. This human position sets up a boundary for energy to stop flowing towards you. Learn to establish boundaries for those who have revealed themselves to you. We did talk about that Pluto card and stuff being revealed. We didn't go in deep into the Seven of Hearts, which is the card of boundaries. We just talked about options. But if you're choosing one thing, you're going to have to put a boundary around some others, right? If you allow them to continue, it's too late. They have already infected your soul. Oh my God. All right. And heart. Always remember the only thing that heals the mind, body, and spirit is your heart. Forgive those who have harmed you and release the victim energy. That does not serve you anymore. It's saying get out of that jackness. Okay? It is time to let go so that you can live your best life. You are healed. All right? Sign a new contract based on love, forgiveness, and infinite possibility. That is the energy of this Eight of Diamonds 7-day cycle, this Eight of Diamonds week. I'm your girl, yo Iya, yo priestess, Osunfemi, Wanbi, and Njeri. This is all in the cards. Peace and love.